Hello, namaste. Happy Tuesday, everybody. My name is KJ Hamus, and I'm really excited to be here with you all for this Tuesday Slow Flow. Currently, right now, it's just my mom and my mother-in-law, so hi, guys. But if anybody else chooses to join us, hello and welcome to you as well. So take this practice where you need to take it today. Listen to your body, do what feels good, and work with the breath. So with all that said, we are actually going to get started in a standing position today. So changing things up a bit. Finding a place at the top of the mat. Making sure you maybe have 2 blocks or yoga block equivalents or books or whatever you need there. Bring your feet hips width distance apart. Arms can come long by the sides. Palms can face out. Palms can face to your body. Whatever just feels good. And then let's take a couple of deep, slow breaths in through the nose. And exhale, open the mouth, sigh it out, let it go. Deep, full breath in through the nose. Exhale, open the mouth, sigh it out, let it go. Last time here, full breath in. And then exhale, sigh it out. Orienting yourself in space and time. The space being here and the time being now. So for the next 60 minutes, allow yourself to be fully present on your mat. Stand strong in this mountain pose. Honor what it took to bring you to your practice this evening. Sometimes it is a rough journey to get here, full of lots of reasons not to come, but yet you came and you got here. So honor yourself and honor that choice. Beginning to feel the earth underneath your feet. Start to grow roots down to the very core, not only of your being, but of the ground. Feels with every breath you start to get taller. And in this shape, settle into the breath. So as you receive the breath in through the nose, feel it travel down the throat, past the sternum, through the belly button to our root. And then as you breathe out, feel the breath travel all the way from the root, back up through the crown of the head. Letting the belly and back expand on the inhales. And as you exhale, feeling them contract, coming back toward the middle. Let the breath move into the sides of the body, so lengthening the rib cage, expanding out through the rib cage. And everything coming back towards center. As you become more familiar with your breath, begin to visualize the subtle line of energy forming from the crown of the head down at the root, to the base of the spine, our pelvic floor. The breath traveling along that line of energy. Slowly starting to open up the body and open up the joints. Even as you visualize that, take note, non-judgmental observations of where you might be feeling a little restricted tonight, a little bound, Places that you want to free up so the breath can move easier. Keep a soft bend in the knees here. As you continue to draw the senses inward. Sealing our lips, we'll begin to breathe in gently through the nose and out through the nose. If Ujjayi breath is in your practice, your victorious breath, the breath will come in through the nose as if you're trying to tell somebody a secret. And then as you breathe out, it'll come out through the nose as if you're fogging up a mirror. Hear the subtle sound of the ocean in the back of the throat, or Darth Vader. Star Wars is more your direction on things. And if that breath, the Ujjayi breath, starts to bring up any anxiety or mental discomfort, anything like that, then just skip it and continue to focus on the breath in and out through the nose with the lips sealed. Next inhale, bringing your hands to your heart space. Set an intention or focus for your practice. Let this be your guiding force, your mantra, the compassion you're going to show yourself as you move on your mat. And if nothing comes to mind, I invite you to just focus on the breath. Keep that awareness moving. Using our breath as our guide today. As you're ready, seal in your intention with 3 of your own deep breaths. And as you're ready, just rock a little bit from side to side, forward and back. Finding your best center of gravity here. Getting into all 4 corners of the feet. Settling back to center. Starting to feel the torso lift out of the pelvis. Tailbone will be pressing down toward the earth. And we're going to engage our core muscles here by directing the belly button toward the spine. And that's a slight engagement so we can still breathe. We still want to feel the belly rise as we inhale and fall as we exhale. As you inhale, start to reach your arms up long overhead. Come to the balls of the feet, tippy toes. And then as you exhale, bring the arms out by the side, slowly come back down to the heels. Inhale, arms reach up, coming to the balls of the feet, press the heels toward each other. And then slowly exhale, arms come out to the sides as if you're pushing air back towards your midline. Heels will come down to the ground slowly. Take a few more here on your own with your breath. Establish your length of inhale and exhale. Maybe working toward making them even. Maybe you're working toward making the exhale a little bit longer than the inhale. That can have a cooling effect on the body. But just by adding this slight movement in with the breath, getting a better picture of where we're at today and what we need. Taking one more full round here. Breathing back down. Keeping the heels on the ground. Your next inhale, reach the arms long overhead. As you exhale, hinge at the hips, bend through the knees, bow low. Placing the hands on the earth or on blocks, find a flat back. So pinch a pencil between the shoulder blades. Hands can always come to the shins if that feels better. And then we'll fold here. Feet can be hips width distance apart or wider. And we'll start to move back and forth in our feet. So as we inhale, we'll come up to the balls of the feet, still in our forward fold. As you exhale, you're going to come onto the heels and lift the toes up, working into the calves. Inhale, rolls you forward. You might really feel that in the hamstrings. Keep a bend in the knees. Exhale, take it back, toes lift. Establishing that movement with your body, with your breath. Let the head be nice and heavy. If it feels okay on your equilibrium, close the eyes. If that doesn't call to you, just find one soft point right below, in between the toes. Maybe there's a spot on your mat. You're like, ooh, that speck of dust is perfect to look at. Take one more full round here. Meeting back in our forward fold. Coming into a full ragdoll. Let the head hang heavy. Opposite hands can reach for opposite elbows in front of the body or behind the body. You can even clasp the hands at the small of the back and let the hands come over the head for a gentle shoulder opener. Don't force the shoulders to do anything they don't want to do. So if they want to stay more at the back, great, bend the elbows. Wherever you're at, I invite you to shake your head yes. Shake your head no. Release any tension that you're holding there and let something go. We'll take one more breath in here. And a full breath out. Gently releasing your hands if you bound them, avoiding a slingshot effect. Exhale, fold just a smidge deeper. Keep a bend in the knees. As you inhale, reach up and look up through the midline, root to rise. And as you exhale, fold, bow low. Hands will come to the earth. Inhale, lengthen, flat back, long spine. Exhale, fold. One round of our toe movements, our feet movements. Inhale, ball of the feet, heels lift. Exhale, bring the toes up. As you set the feet down, inhale, reach up, look up. And let's take that again. Exhale, fold. So our half sun egg variation, nice and slow. Inhaling, lengthen, really think crown of the head forward, hips back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rock forward, balls of the feet, heels lift. Exhale, heels down, toes up. Feet down, inhale, reach up, look up. And keep flowing with your breath here. We'll take two more on your own. Follow your breath, take your time, no rush. Add in anything you need, take out anything you don't. As you arrive back up, feet into Tadasana, mountain pose. Finding your neutral spine once again, nice and tall. Inhale, reach the arms overhead, gaze will follow the thumbs. As you exhale, hinge forward, bow low. Keep a flat back as you fold. Inhale, lengthen, long spine. As you exhale, left foot steps back, draw the knee down to the earth, untuck the toes. Inhale, lifts the heart up, arms reach, Anjaneyasana. So feel free, depending on what floor you're in, to turn the mat over to protect the knee. Send the hips forward, but keep them level. So try not to dump into one hip. Right hip back, left hip draws toward the front. Breathing here. Core is still engaged to protect the low back. As you inhale, grow long and tall through the crown of the head. As you exhale, lean over to the right, taking a side body stretch. Always option to bring the right hand down to the earth if you'd like, or even just gently resting it on your thigh. Find the place where you can breathe and you feel the body opening. So that may mean you're feeling a challenge a bit, but you can still breathe, and that works great. If you can't breathe, you might be too far deep into it, so I invite you to come out a little bit. As you inhale, reach the arms back up, and then exhale, let's lean over to the left. So same options here, left hand can come down. That might be a really great place for a block. If we don't have a thigh that we can rest on our left side. Take a full breath in. Full breath out. As you inhale, reach up. As you exhale, uncurl the back toes, step back, high plank. Hold. Bring your feet hips width distance apart. So feel as if the knees, hips, and toes are in one line. Shoulders are stacked over the wrist. Low ribs draw in together. Crown of the head reaches forward as your heels press back. Try not to keep the butt in the air or let it scoop down toward the floor. One long line. Breathe. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, lead with the hips as if you're a wave in the ocean, downward facing. First down dog of the day, I assume. If it's not, cool. If it is, great. Take a couple breaths of stillness, establish how you're feeling in the shape, and then invite some movement in. So you might begin by bringing one heel down to the earth and a slightly longer pedaling out of the feet. Really stretch out your calves. Might feel good to just stay in stillness. You may consider rocking back and forth to plank pose. Whatever you need here. As you reestablish your stillness after any movement you've taken, observe your shoulders and notice that they're really feeling tight and drawing towards your ears. Explore how you can kind of loosen some of that tightness. So you might bring your hands a little bit more than shoulders width distance. Working to find more of a natural internal rotation of the shoulders, allow the points, the hollow parts of the inside of the elbow, to roll up toward the sky. And see if that does anything for you. And feel free to make the adjustments that you need. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, gently draw the knees down to the earth, child pose. Big toes to touch if you'd like. Knees as wide as the mat. Keep the arms active, so fingertips pressing into the earth. Feel the belly rise and fall as you inhale and exhale. Your next inhale, start to sit up onto your knees. Reach the arms up, almost as if we are in a half Tadasana. And then as you exhale, bring yourself back down to child's pose. As you inhale, slide yourself forward. We'll start in a baby cobra. Hands underneath the shoulders, elbows back by the ribs, leading with the heart. Press the tops of the feet into the earth. Try and take as much weight out of the hands as you can. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale. As you exhale, slowly lower down, uncurl the back toes. Inhale, press up, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Draw big toes to touch. Inhale, right leg will float to the sky. As you exhale, step your right foot in between your hands. You pick up the foot if you need to place it in between your feet. Inhale, heart will shine forward. Exhale, left foot meets the right. Bend through the left knee, right leg straightens. Inhale, right arm will reach up, left hand stays planted. Taking a twist here in our forward fold, feeling a stretch along the outside of the right leg. Great, so twist from the mid back. Try not to twist from the low back. Keep the hips in line, let the heart come forward. Great place for a block or a book. Take a breath in. As you exhale, bow. Root your eyes, inhale, reach up, look up. And exhale, hinge and fold forward. Inhale, lengthen, long spine. As you exhale, step your right foot back, draw the knee down to the earth. Uncurl your back toes. Inhale, reach up, Anjaneyasana. Pressing your hips forward. Think about drawing your left hip back and keep pressing into the inner arch, so your big toe mound of your left foot, your front foot. Breathe here. Find the place where you can breathe. One self-adjustment that you can always do in this shape is to bring your hands to your thighs and move the flesh away from the hip bone. That might feel good to get a little bit more into the hip, because sometimes it can get a little crunchy in there, and we want to be mindful of that. So just observe. That may help, may not. Let's see what feels good. Let's take a breath in. As you exhale, lean over to the left. Hand can come to the thigh, hand can come to the ground. Feel a stretch in the right side of the body. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, lean over to the right. Hand can come down to the ground or to a block. Stay low in the front knee. Breathe here. My plant is in my hair. Just think that one through. Inhale, gently come on up. As you exhale, frame your front foot, uncurl the back toes. Inhale, step back, high plank once again. So feet hips width distance apart. Send your hips in line with your shoulders, heels pressed back, crown of the head forward. Keep your gaze about 6 inches in front of you. Remember that the spine starts in the neck. A little rounding in the upper back, pressing through the hands. So that same rooted connection we felt in our feet at the beginning, we'll feel now through our hands. Take a deep breath in. Move like a wave in the ocean. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take 4 breaths here. Feel free to incorporate movement into the practice of this down dog. Adjust the hands, adjust the feet. Finding extra length in the spine and feeling as if the back side of the body is really opening. Heels will press toward the earth. They do not need to touch. It's that downward movement that you're looking to feel. Take a full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale. As you exhale, softly lower the knees down. Active child. Pressing into the fingertips. Armpits start to lift off the mat. Inhale. Exhale. As you're ready, inhale, lift up once again in our kneeling mountain pose. As you exhale, find your way back down to child pose. As you're ready, inhale, slide forward, baby cobra, or upward facing dog. In our upward facing dog, we're pressing into the tops of the feet. Thighs are lifting off the ground. Think about drawing the shoulders down the back. Crown of the head lifts up. Take a breath in. Exhale, slowly lower all the way down. Inhale, press up, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. You got this. Bringing the big toes to touch. Inhale, float your left leg to the sky, 5 toes pointed down. Exhale, step your left foot in between your hands. Always the option to pick up your foot and place it there. Inhale, shine your heart forward. Exhale, right meets the left, forward. Right knee bends, left knee straightens. Inhale, left arm reaches up, right hand stays on the ground. So again, twisting from the mid-back. Think about lengthening. Breathing here. So the more level the hips are together, the more you're going to really feel that in the outside of the leg. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reach up, look up, come to the balls of the feet. Exhale, slowly lower back down to the heels. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Listen carefully. Inhale, flat back, long spine. Exhale, bow low. Inhale, come to the balls of the feet. Exhale, heels down, toes up. Inhale, come through center, step your left foot back. As you exhale, draw the knee down. This time, inhale, reach the arms long overhead. And as we exhale, we're going to take a twist. So our left forearm is going to come over our right thigh. Hands are going to be in prayer position. Let's keep the knee dropped down for this one so we can focus on the twist. Gaze is going to come up toward your back shoulder. Consider drawing your right elbow down towards the ribs. Does that give you a bit more space in your twist? Keep breathing here. Draw your hands a bit more toward heart center, toward the midline. Inhales, always lengthen the crown of the head forward. Exhales, draw the bottom ribs up. Inhale. Exhale. As you inhale, frame your front foot and curl the back toes. And exhale, let's come into our high plank. Breathe here. Full breath in. Full breath out. Round through the upper back. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale. Exhale, draw the knees down, child's pose. Inhale, lift up, coming into our kneeling mountain pose. Exhale, child's pose.
6 p.m.
As you inhale, Roll yourself forward, baby cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, slowly lower all the way down to the earth. Inhale, press up, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big toes to touch. Inhale, right leg will float to the sky. Exhale, step your right foot in between your hands, coming into our low runner's lunge. Let's pause here. So cupcake the fingers. If you've got cupcakes underneath there, you don't want to ruin the frosting. Really press through the fingertips. Press through the back heel. As you keep knee stacked over ankle, shift a little bit more weight into the right big toe mound. Start to lift the low belly off the thigh. As you inhale, bring your hands to your thigh, lift the torso up. So we're going to work our high lunge in stages. Press through the back foot. Stay low in the front knee. Tailbone points down. Crown of the head points up. Low ribs come together. Take a breath in. Breath out. So you have the option to stay here or inhale, lift the arms up. Breathe. Feel strong in the legs, so keep the feet where they're at, but squeeze the thighs toward the midline. Awesome job. Breath in. Exhale, bring your left arm forward, your right arm back. Take an open lunge twist. Gaze at the right shoulder. Inhale, arms lift. Keeping the feet where they're at. Exhale, take the twist in the other direction. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, left arm forward, right arm back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, right arm forward, left arm back. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale. Exhale, frame your front foot. Inhale, heart shines forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach up, look up, root your eyes. Exhale, bow low. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to fold. Taking our feet variation. Inhale, lift the heels up, balls of the feet. Exhale, heels down, toes up. Inhale, find your flat back. As you exhale, step your right foot back, drop the right knee. Inhale, reach up. And as we exhale, let's take our twist to the left. So right arm forward, over the thigh. Left hand is up. Hands at the heart center. Draw the top elbow down. Twist from the mid back. Breath in. Breath out. Inhales, lengthen the crown of the head forward. Exhales, draw the low ribs down. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, frame your front foot, uncurl the back toes. Exhale, high planks. Hold and breathe. Take a breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Take a breath in. Exhale, draw the knees back to the earth. Child's pose. Inhale, coming into our kneeling mountain pose. Exhale, child's pose. You know where we're going. Inhale, slither forward, baby cobra, or upward facing dog. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhale, high plank, press up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Full breath in, full breath out. Big toes to touch. Inhale, left leg will float to the sky. Exhale, left foot steps in between your hands, low runner's lunge. Pause here, cupcake your fingers. Establish your footing. So press into the left big toe mound. Draw the left hip back, right hip forward. And start to lift the low belly off the thighs. On your next inhale, bring your hands to your thighs here. Taking our high lunge in stages. Ooh, breathe into your legs. You got this. Tucking the tailbone down, low ribs together. Inhale, lift the arms up. Knees stacked over the ankle. Press through the right heel. Take a breath in. Exhale, right arm forward, left arm back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, left arm forward, right arm back. You know where we're going. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, frame your front foot. Inhale, heart shines forward. Exhale, forward. Let's bring our feet hips width distance apart here. And peace fingers are going to wrap around the big toes. So draw the peace finger in between the big toe and your second toe. Thumb will come to the inside, creating a circle. Lengthen, inhale, flat back. As you exhale, bend knees, bend elbows. Hold. Padangusthasana. Feel as if your fingers are pulling up, but your big toe is pressing down. Let the head hang nice and heavy. Shift a bit more weight forward, hinging at the hips. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, lengthen, release the bind. As you exhale, step your feet onto your hands, Padahastasana. So work the toes toward the wrist creases. Keep a bit more weight in the balls of the feet. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend the knees, fold forward. This might be a good place to wiggle your toes. Give yourself a good wrist massage here. We'll take a deep inhale. Deep exhale. Inhale, lengthen, release the hands from the feet. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reach up, look up. And exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Let the arms fall by the sides. Take several breaths here. Continue to visualize the line of energy from the crown of the head all the way down to the root. The energy of the tailbone is pressing down as the head is lifting up. Take a full body scan. Notice how the breath is moving in the body. Notice where you might be feeling bound or restricted still, or if it's new. And continue to breathe. Gently blink open the eyes if you have them closed. We're going to come into eagle pose for a balancing shape. So let's start by bringing the weight into our left foot. Lift your right leg off the ground. So this is the first step. Reestablish your center of gravity and keep the hips level with one another. You can bring that right knee to a 90-degree angle if you'd like. From here, you're going to bend the left leg, draw the right leg around the left, wrap it around. You can always keep the toes on the ground as a kickstand as long as the thighs are pulling toward each other. If you'd like, you can lift the toes off. And you can even, depending on your ankle joint, wrap the right foot around the calf. From here, hands at your heart center to start if you'd like, or right arm underneath the left. Palms will touch. Big hug is a great option here as well, allowing us to open across the backside of the body. If you're taking eagle arms, press the palms together. Oops. Work the elbows away from the face. Really hard to hold your balance and talk at the same time. Still working to master that. So keep holding your shape there. Draw your right hip back. Bring your left hip a little bit more forward. Consider arching the upper back just slightly to see how that changes your balance, your center of gravity. Focus on the balance. Let that be the intent behind the shape. We'll take one more breath here. Breath out. Inhale, reach the arms up, lift the right knee. And then exhale, set it down. Go ahead and shake out that left foot. Roll that ankle. All right, let's do this on the other side. So bring the weight into your right foot. Draw your left knee up, working toward a 90-degree angle. Hands on the hips. Left hip comes down, right hip lifts up. Keep them even. As you're ready, bend through the right leg. Wrap your left thigh around your right. Toes can stay down. Ankle can always wrap. Big hug. Or right arm underneath, left arm underneath. Whatever you did the last time, do the opposite. Breathe here. Squeeze the thighs together. Think about drawing your right hip forward, your left hip back, arch through the upper back. Your next inhale, reach up, look up, left knee comes in. Exhale, set it down. We're going to take that one more time on each side. So as you're ready, bring your right leg around your left. And let's change it up this time. Bring your right arm on top, your left arm underneath. Breathe here. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, sets it down. Shake it out. Moving on to our left side once again. Left leg wraps around the right. This time, right arm underneath, left arm on top. Breathe. It's okay if you fall. Take a moment, smile, laugh, get right back in there. We all fall. Left hip back, right hip forward. As you inhale, reach up. And then exhale, set it down. Shake it out. Coming to the top of the mat, take a full breath in. Full breath out. Let's take a half sun egg. Inhale, we're going to add on. Inhale, lift the heels up, lift the arms up. As you exhale, press the heels down, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come to the balls of the feet, heels lift. Exhale, heels down, toes up. Inhale, root to rise, come up to the balls of the feet. And exhale, swan dive back down, flat back, heels come down to the earth. Inhale, lengthen. This time as you exhale, come into a smaller squat. So we're going to bend through the knees, heels are lifting up. Hands can stay on the ground. Hands can come to the heart space. You can always give yourself a really big hug. If you haven't had a hug today, do this. Give yourself a big hug. Everybody deserves a hug. Press the heels toward the midline. Breathe here. Inhale. Exhale, hinge, fold forward, heels come down. Heel toe the feet mats width distance apart. Keep the toes pointed out, heels pointed in. And then as you exhale, slowly sit back. Malasana, yogi squat. So our wider squat here, tailbone presses down, crown of the head lifts up. Use the elbows to open up the thighs. Option here to sit on a block or a book. Keep pressing through the outer edges of the feet. Let's hold here for 5 breaths. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Gently bring your hands behind you and slowly sit back on your bum. Bring the soles of the feet to touch. We'll come into butterfly pose. So soles of the feet to touch. Bring your hands by your big toe mount and open the feet like a book so the pinky toes touch. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. We'll take 2 variations. And then exhale, hinge from the hips, flat back fold. So as you come into this shape, if you find that your hips are naturally pulling you back, grab a block or a blanket or a pillow to sit up on. Lift the hips above the knees to help find that tilt. Establish your breath here. One more inhale. Exhale. As you inhale, slowly lift on up. Bring your feet a little bit wider, back to a diamond shape. Sit up nice and tall. And then round the back, exhale, fold. Let the head hang nice and heavy. Shoulders round, back rounds. Breathe here. On your next inhale, slowly begin to rise on up. Sit up nice and tall. Straighten your legs out in front of you. Dandasana, staff pose. So bring your hands by your hips or even slightly behind you. Cupcake your fingers or hands can come to blocks. Toes are going to be flexing, so toes toward the nose. Belly button is toward the spine. We're sitting up nice and tall. So there's definitely a bit of core engagement here. Maybe depending on how you're flexing the feet, the heels may lift off. As you inhale, reach the arms forward, bend through the knees, and exhale, fold. So we're going for a stretch along the back side of the body, particularly the hamstring. So feel free to stay here if you're feeling that. If you'd like, slowly start to walk the feet out to the point where you're able to breathe and feel that stretch in the body. Notice how you're opening up. Keep letting the head press toward the toes. Flex the feet. You might even consider widening the feet slightly as well. Breathe here. Take one more deep breath in. Deep breath out. As you inhale, slowly come on up. And then find your way to downward facing dog, however you choose to get there. From downward facing dog, as you inhale, lift the right leg to the sky. And as you exhale, bend the right knee, stack right hip over left, opening up through the right side of the body. Keep both armpits pointed down to the earth. Feel the heel press towards your left shoulder. Inhale. Exhale. As you inhale, straighten through the leg. And on the exhale, we're going to come into a resting half pigeon. So right knee behind right wrist. Left toes toward the left wrist. Your left leg is nice and straight. So a couple of things to be mindful. One, if you know resting half pigeon's not your jam, feel free to take any other hip opener that does call to you. You can always do that. That is your practice. If you feel pain at all in the right knee, please get out of it and I'll offer you an alternative in a second. So establishing here, left leg is coming out directly from the hip, set up nice and tall. I know everybody's favorite part is to fold forward, but hang on 1 second. Take a breath in. And then slowly walk your hands out. Rest where you need them to be. So the hands can be out nice and long. You can stay on the forearms. Forearms can even come to a block. As you're here, you may notice that the right hip starts to lift off or that you're leaning completely into the right hip. For the leaning into the right hip, reestablish the midline. So keep weight even in both hips. If the right hip is lifting off, place a block or a blanket underneath there to help draw the ground closer to you. Again, if this shape is not called to you, you'll come onto your back and take figure 4. So left knee will be bent, right ankle will come across left thigh. As you flex the foot, you should be feeling the stretch either in the glute, on the outside of the leg, or both. You can stay here or you can draw the left foot into you. Keep both feet flexed. We're going to be here for about another 10 breaths. So let the tongue rest in the bottom of the mouth. Let the eyes begin to soften. The roof of the mouth rise. Take one more breath in, breath out. Slowly make your way back to your downward facing dog, taking any movement that you need on the right side. And then as you're ready, draw the left leg up to the sky. And then as you exhale, bend the knees, stack the hip. Draw both armpits down to the ground. Left heel toward right shoulder. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Exhale, setting up for resting half pigeon on the other side. If you took a different variation on the right side, feel free to take it on this side as well, including figure 4. You might not have taken a different variation on the other side, but you get into this side, you're like, no, I want to do a different one. That's fine. Take what feels good. Right hip, knee, toe in one long line. And then as you're ready, evenness in both hips, fold. Try not to dump into your left hip, drawing a block or a blanket underneath the left hip if it lifts. We'll be here for about 15 breaths because I talked through a bit of the last beginning part of the shape, which is roughly 5 breaths, I'm guessing. So we'll be here slightly longer. We'll take one more breath in here. Breath out. Begin to find your way back to your downward facing dog, taking any movement that feels good to you. And then as you're ready from your downward facing dog, bring your knees down to the earth, taking any final movements that you need before coming into Savasana, final resting pose. Coming onto your back or onto your belly. Take up as much real estate on the mat as you would like. Feel the body grow heavy. Feeling supported by the earth. Start to reawaken the senses. Feeling the weight of the body on the earth, inviting some gentle movement back into the body. As you're ready, maybe you take a full body stretch. Roll over onto one side. Take your time and slowly begin to find your way to a comfortable seat. Let the hands rest gently on the knees, down for grounding, or up to receive energy. Hands can always rest in the lap if that feels better. As we honor the intention or focus and the path that it took to bring you to your mat this evening, also use this time to set your intention for the rest of tonight and going into tomorrow. What can you carry with you off your mat from tonight's practice into the rest of the day? And we'll lift our hands to our heart space, bowing our heads in a moment of gratitude, thanking ourselves for making time and space for ourselves, time and space for our physical practice, and then silently thanking those who joined us to create this virtual community. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Peace, Peace, Peace. Thank you all so much for joining me this evening. I hope you have a great rest of your Tuesday, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye, mamas.